Right, hello guys, welcome back to the channel, and since it's Team of the Year period time, of course, obviously I know this is the football channel, but over on the gaming side of things, FC, or EA, have revealed their Team of the Year. Now I'm deciding to make my own, because their nominees for it are just messed up. So I'm just making my own here, so yeah. Hope you enjoy this video, and yeah, of course, if you want to let me know your suggestions for Team of the Year, then put them in the comments section below. As well as, obviously, if the picks I have today, whether you agree with them or disagree with them, or you think I'm just absolutely crazy, which is probably going to be the latter. But anyway, we're going to be starting off with goalkeeper position, and that is going to be Gianluigi Donnarumma. Now, of course, he was a massive most of 2025. I should actually state the criteria as well. This is just based on the full calendar year of 2025, so from January all the way to December. So we're not basing this off like early 2020, like late 2024. We're basing this off the whole calendar year 2025. And based on that, Donnarumma is for sure the best goalkeeper out of the lot, really. I mean, of course, he was vital in PSG winning the Champions League last season. And of course, he has started well since he's moved to Man City. Yeah, Donnarumma, he's pretty, I mean, I still do think he's a tad bit overrated. But overall, he is still a very, very solid goalkeeper. And out of all the options that you could possibly think of, I think he was the best one out of the lot, in my personal opinion. But yeah, moving over to the defensive side of things, we're gonna have quite a few PSG players in this because obviously, you know, they did quite well last season. Starting off at left back, Nuno Mendes. Now, of course, Nuno Mendes, yeah, he was vital again for PSG winning the Champions League last season. Of course, they won League One. Of course they did. I mean, it's League One, it's a Farmers League, but even so, they still had to win it. And of course, Nuno Mendes was a big part of that. And he's proven to be the best left back in the world at the moment, Nuno Mendes. Whenever he's playing in a big game, he's been able to handle it so well, of dealing with like the likes of Salah, Yamal. Yeah, he's been doing very, very well, Nuno Mendes. And of course, was a massive part of why PSG were able to win the Champions League last season as well. I mean, yeah, he, of course, in the second half of the 2024-25 season, that's when PSG really came to form. And yeah, Luis Enrique has turned Nuno Mendes into an absolute world beater with a left back. Because before, not really, you wouldn't really see Nuno Mendes was like a top tier. Well, he was good. Of course he's good. But before Luis Enrique really made him focus on the defensive side of things, he was a bit of a headless chicken. Whereas now, he can now properly defend. He's I wouldn't say nearly unstoppable force, to be brutally honest. So yeah, Nuno Mendes is in this one. Now going over to the left centre-back, and with our first Premier League player, Gabriel. Now, I know Arsenal didn't win anything last season, but still, he has been immense for them in 2025, and continues to show why Arsenal in a title charge this season. I mean, he's been very consistent for them, Gabriel, and whenever he's been missing for Arsenal, you very much can tell that they're missing him big style. I'd honestly say he's more important to them than Saliba. That's how good Gabriel is. He is such a very, very good centre-back, and he's making that his own alongside Saliba. Yeah, Gabriel, I'd arguably say he's the best centre-back in the Premier League at the moment, because he is just an absolute unit. Can defend really well. He can even get the odd goal from a set piece, which for Arsenal these days, set pieces mean a hell of a lot. So, yeah, Gabriel, definitely one of the options for me here. Well, the left centre-back for me. And then at right centre-back, we've got a Brazilian compadre of his, Marquinhos. Now, of course, PSG's captain, and again, big part for them to win the Champions League. Yeah, Marquinhos has been there for years now. I'm talking years. Like, ever since I got into football, he's been at PSG. And yeah, he's an absolute beast of a centre-back. Even at, like, what, 30-something? Like, he's in his 30s, I know that. But yeah, Marquinhos, again, superb at the back for them. A real leader. And quite a young PSG team, I have to be honest. It is quite young. So to have an experienced head like Marquinhos at the back for them, and of course their captain, huge presence. Very huge presence. And yeah, he got the Champions League trophy that he would have been desperately dreaming of. So yeah, congratulations to him, obviously. And yeah, still a world-class centre-back to this day. Now, someone who wasn't nominated on EA's side of things, Hakimi. Now, how on earth he wasn't nominated, I will never know. But I guess he has suffered with injuries. But still, he was, again, another vital part of PSG winning the Champions League last season. And yeah, he's arguably the best right back in the world. I mean, you're having conversations with like Reece James, or some people might say Timber. But honestly, Hakimi is probably just that step above. I mean, as a Barca fan, I would say Koundé would have been up there for like last season. But obviously this season he has kind of struggled a bit. But yeah, Hakimi overall is for sure the best right back in the world. And yeah, baffles me how he wasn't nominated on EA's side of things. But yeah, moving over to midfield now. That's the defence side. So moving over to midfield, our holding midfielder. I should actually make this clear. I'm playing a 4-3-3 formation here. So, yeah. And I also should have mentioned that obviously the criteria is how well they've done at an individual level, and as well how well the team succeeded as well in 2025. So yeah, over the midfield now, we've got Vitinha. Now, of course, he finished quite high up in the Ballon d'Or rankings, and of course, again, another vital part of PSG's success in the Champions League last season. Yeah, I still think the likes of like Pedri are better than Vitinha. I mean, albeit I don't watch Vitinha every single week, but yeah, he's still a top quality player, Vitinha. There's no denying that, and of course, he had a very good campaign for PSG and for Portugal actually, as Portugal won the Nations League once again. I mean, whether you class the Nations League as a major trophy or whatnot, then that's up to you. But still, he is a very solid player, and yeah, pretty much dominated the midfield for PSG in their success in Europe. Now going to the left centre midfield, it has to be Pedri. Pedri is the best, or arguably the best player in the world. Never mind the best midfielder in the world. He is so good. Yes, he might not have like the stats of like some other midfielders, but honestly, if you watch enough Barca games, you see how much Pedri dictates the play and controls the whole tempo of a match. When we have trust me, when we have Pedri versus when we don't have Pedri, you see a massive difference. And Pedri, for sure, has to be in a team of the year, if you ask me. Best midfielder in the world by some distance. Like, Pedri's levels up here, everyone else about here. Yeah, Pedri raises the bar. Pedri is the level of midfielder that you want in your team. Then moving over to the other centre mid position, Declan Rice. Now, of course, he's been more informed this season compared to last season, but still, Declan Rice has been absolutely solid for Arsenal. I mean, yes, they paid a massive price tag for him, but still, he is proven to be, like, he's not even really a DM anymore. He's more of a box-to-box midfielder. And yeah, Declan Rice is for sure, certainly based on this season, one of the best midfielders in the world. I mean, his free kicks, I remember last season, his free kicks against Madrid. Those 2 free kicks were absolutely mental. 2 of the best free kick goals I've ever seen. And yeah, Declan Rice, for sure, has to be in a team of the year as well, if you ask me. Now, of course, moving over to the forward line now, this is where it gets really spicy. We have got Rafinha over on the left-hand side. Now, of course, Rafinha, in my personal opinion, he was the Ballon d'Or winner, in my opinion. The fact that he finished in 5th was an absolute disgrace. And the fact that he wasn't even included in, like, UEFA's Team of the Year or whatever, or FIFA's Team of the Year. Absolute disgrace. Like, is Rafinha playing basketball? like, honestly, how is he not included in some of these? And the fact that he finished outside the top 3 in the Ballon d'Or is an absolute crime. A travesty. And yeah, he had the most goals in the Champions League last season. Yeah, and of course he had a lot of goal contributions as well. Was vital in Barca's success in winning the domestic treble and getting to the semi-finals of the Champions League. I mean, Rafinha was he was a man possessed. He had the best season of his career, and even this season currently, he even though he's had a few injuries, he's still been able to produce when it matters. Similar to Pedri, you really do notice when Rafinha is not in the Barca team. Because, yeah, there was the period this season where Rafinha was out injured, and we really struggled. We really, really struggled without Rafinha. And, yeah, he has to be in a team of the year. It's a bit ridiculous that on EA's side of things, they classed him as a midfielder, which is just crazy for me, but hey-ho. This is why you make your own, you see. This is why you can make your own and then put players where they're actually meant to be. But yeah, Rafinha is on the left-hand side for me, and for sure, he has to be in pretty much everyone's team, realistically. Going over to the right-hand side now, and it's the man who actually won the Ballon d'Or, Ousmane Dembele. Now, yeah, his 2025 was exceptional. He got a lot of goals, helped PSG massively in the biggest of games in the Champions League, and he got awarded the Ballon d'Or for it. So I'm not going to protest that. Obviously, Rafinha didn't win it. I mean, I have to a degree, but he should have been top 3 minimum, Rafinha. Even if he doesn't win it, he's my personal winner, Rafinha. But, I mean, Dembele, you can't really argue with Dembele winning it because, yeah, I mean, he won the treble. I mean, the sextuple, actually, yeah, at the end of 2025. So, yeah, Ousmane Dembele win the Ballon d'Or. I'm not really too fussed about that. And, of course, he was a vital cog in PSG's system. Luis Enrique has definitely got the best out of him after a few troubled years where he was constantly getting injured. Yeah, when he was at Barca and he constantly got injured. Nice one. Yeah, but, well, it is what it is. But, yeah, Dembele is really showing his form now that obviously... Yeah, it seems like he feels like he had to be the star man in order to perform. Because obviously at Barca, he wasn't really the star man. You'd have like Messi and Suarez, Pedri later on down the line. And then obviously when he first went to PSG, you had like Mbappe still there. So yeah, now that he is the leading figure for their attack, he's really reaping the rewards for it. And obviously PSG are as well, so fair play to them. And then finally, the striker position. You might be surprised by this. Harry Kane. Now, I know a lot of people are going to be screaming at me saying, where's Mbappe? Where's Mbappe? He has the most goals and this, that and the other. Look, Mbappe, yes, individually had had a very good 2025. But, like I said earlier, the criteria for this is not just on an individual basis, it's on a team basis as well, how well the team did. And obviously Real Madrid, they won nothing in 2025. So I cannot put in a Real Madrid player when literally they won nothing. I mean, they had a very disappointing 2025 from their standards. I mean, around about this time last year, they got absolutely thumped by Barcelona in the Spanish Super Cup final. And it's crazy. I mean, yes, on an individual level, if this was just purely individual, then Mbappe would be in this team. But I am basing this purely off individual and the criteria of the team has to do well. And Harry Kane, obviously, scoring a lot of goals for Bayern Munich and, of course, got them their Bundesliga title back after, of course, the season before Bayer Leverkusen stole it. But yeah, Bayern Munich back where they belong, and, of course, Harry Kane is a vital piece of that jigsaw. Whether he stays at Bayern Munich after this season, who knows? But yeah, Harry Kane, if he can take this form into the World Cup, then that he has for Bayern Munich, then of course England pray that we can win the World Cup. But Harry Kane definitely deserves to be in here, and yeah, it's a real toss up for me between. You see, I would have included Haaland potentially, but again, City didn't really have their best of seasons last time out. Well, in 2025. So yeah, Harry Kane is definitely the standout for me. And there we go. There's how I would have it all lined up as well in a formation style. Because like I mentioned, the 4-3-3 holding, Vitinha would definitely hold that line quite well if this was an actual team. But yeah, let me know your team of the years in the comment section below, guys. And also let me know on the picks that I had, your opinions on it, whether you think I'm right, I'm wrong, I'm just downright crazy. Yeah, definitely let me know. I have a feeling there'll be a lot of controversy for me not including Mbappe in there, and some people say, oh, biased. You're a Barca fan, you don't want to include Mbappe. But like I said, the whole criteria of this was, of course, individual basis, but then, of course, how well the team did as well. How well their respective clubs did as well. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, guys. And of course, again, let me know your teams of the years as well. Thank you all for watching this video. If you've enjoyed, give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new, if you feel like it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.